I'll do it now.
We're in.
What up, people? Welcome to GTV. You know who you are, and it is Dota2. Wow, you wouldn't have known about that. It is Dota2 on Griever TV tonight. Got Dasher and Avril. Of course, you know Avril from GTV casting. Avril was casting live from the Barcraft New Zealand Dota2 tournament in Auckland, New Zealand. Absolutely crazy stuff right here. And FTFC versus uNxt going live. We are into the grand final. It's a best of 3, and it looks as though it looks as though the first team there, FTFC, actually took out the first match. So we're jumping into the second match in this best-of-3 final. I'm going to pass it over to Avril and Dashner now. But, yeah, cheers.
Hi, how you doing? Yeah, FTFC did take out that first game, and now the sides have been swapped. uNxt will be first picking and first banning on this next draft. And, of course, I'm joined by Dashers. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, good. Very excited for the second game. Barracking for you next in this one. Hopefully we get that third game up for everyone. Everyone likes to see a true best of 3. Yeah, and we had the Batrider ban out. Standard from FTFC. I mean, that hero is so bloody strong right now. And he can jungle, he can go mid, he can go off lane. I mean, I've even seen him in tri lanes before. He's just so strong.
And he had that buff. He had that buff a couple of patches ago, which, you know, that parity buff from Dota 1 as well. That just really made him into such a powerhouse hero. Definitely worthy of a first ban.
Yep, his first ban, first pick. And then we have a Rubik. Not quite sure why they banned out the Rubik. They banned out the Doja as well, so maybe they have some sort of strat they're running here where they don't want the Rubik to be instantly picked up.
Definitely,
so we'll see what they do.
Second time in a row Doja's been banned out in this game, so another hero these teams just don't want to see. Magnus, another hero. Gained quite a lot of popularity. We won't be seeing him this game.
Yeah, as we said last time, Mag just so ban-worthy. I mean, especially since this isn't the full FTFC lineup, it's really hard to, without awesome team communication, if you haven't played with your team so much, to always be splitting up, always know where to be. And against a Magnus, he just punishes you so much if you don't. And they pick up the TA first. You're next, pick up the TA first. So, and instant Queen of Pain again for Muthu.
So this will be
Jakiro. So deja vu for FTFC.
Yeah, it worked for them once. It's going to work for them again. Queen of Pain against Templar Assassin in mid. I think this is going to be a bit of a stalemate lineup. I mean, Queen of Pain's not going to be able to really get that damage out against the Refraction, and Templar Assassin is not going to be able to chase down a Blink and Queen of Pain. So this middle lane will most likely come down to a stalemate. What do you think?
Yeah, I think the supports will be doing a lot of rune controlling for FTFC. Hopefully your next have that up as well, but pretty sure VDK will be controlling the runes like Queen of Pain, just making sure TA gets nothing. He's going to be having to bottle crow if they do want any sort of challenge in middle lane. But yeah, that Shadow Strike can really wreck TA, but not as much as something like Darkseer's Iron Shell or something like that can get the refraction charges off super quick.
Like I said, I mean, they do counter each other because the refraction, while we say yes, Shadow Strike does wreck that refraction. Refraction will also protect the TA from that poison damage as well as the Scream of Pain. If the Queen of Pain uses it during the refraction period, the Scream of Pain, that's a great bulk of the Quop's damage right there. That'll be ignored if it hits a refraction. Yeah,
I think TA should normally beat Queen of Pain middle, but in saying that, we got Muthu on Queen of Pain, so
I think it'll also come down to, you know, the players' abilities to last hit and deny in this lane, how quickly they can get their farm up in this lane, and the kind of support, as we've said, from their support players, either ganking or checking runes or controlling runes. You know, that will make the difference.
Yup, and I said it last game, and I'll say it again. It went the opposite way last time. But they had to basically pick up that Darkseer because the Jakiro Darkseer is just so strong. But there we go, we got Tiny the carry again. So we'll see how they want to combat that this time. Maybe some more pressure. Even Bounty Hunter's still in the pool. They do have a Darkseer already, so it's unlikely.
There's two things that they really need to do. From what I've seen, FTFC's real strat last game was Tiny split pushing, going for those solo pushes, getting a lot of farm in those solo pushes, and really forcing uNxt to TP back and defend that. And uNxt, you know, they're either going to have to go back and pick up this Tiny constantly, or they're going to play 5v4 and go pressure FTFC with that extra play, you know, you could potentially win that 5v4, and that's kind of what you really do need to be doing if this Tiny is pushing solo.
Yeah, and we see the Nagasiren ban. I believe that was the same ban as last time. They don't like Nagasiren versus Tiny, apparently.
Especially not when uNxt is a Darkseer.
Yeah, exactly, and yeah, of course, yeah, that's probably more the reason actually. Yeah, you're right there with that Darkseer combo, and then we have a Coddle ban from uNxt, so I don't want to see Tiny having that spam mana, having the Jakira to set up the stun with the Tiny, and then having a blast come through, and they ban out the Wisp as well. Standard ban, everyone knows why Wisp.
At this stage, they're going to ban out every single Tiny support they can think of, and FTFC will respond with the Void ban. That Void, which gave uNxt the win, their one win against them in the group stages. Definitely don't want to see that here. Total respect ban out of that.
Yep. Completely agree. Also Void, even though he can be stunned, Tiny's craggy exterior. Yeah, Void just like a team destroyer, can throw the whole team out of whack.
How lucky do you feel with the time tracks is basically what happens when you play Void.
Yeah. I mean, you got backtracks, time locks.
Oh, backtrack.
And then you got time. What did you say? Time backs or something? Or I think you mixed the two spells up.
Time back? No.
Time. I think it's time lock and backtrack. Yeah.
Didn't I say time lock? I'm pretty sure I said time lock.
Maybe you did. Yeah.
Roll the dice. How lucky do you feel with the time lock?
Either way, we got the 5th ban coming out from uNxt. It beat the Windrunner. So they didn't. Who picked up the Windrunner in the last game? It was FTFC, I believe it was.
Yeah, FTFC
picked up that Windrunner. Yeah. They obviously don't want to best that, and then about the Sven. So all these super farm carry cleavers, yeah.
Sven and Darkseer could be a potentially very deadly combo. So a very good ban coming out from FTFC. Definitely don't want to see a Surge Sven with an Ion Shell. That's don't want to see that. And plus, you've got the extra stun on top of Leshrac. Do you think uNxt might pick something now that could combo quite easily with that Leshrac? You know, something to set up that stun for the Leshrac?
I really think that they will. I don't think they're going to pick up a jungler here. It'd be more likely they're going to pick up some sort of tri-lane so they can just get
another
real
support.
carry.
They're looking. They got their lane sorted. So TA is obviously mid, Darkseer and solo. There's your Chen jungler, so they're going to pick up something with a stun, possibly a CK in my opinion, to really help this Leshrac. To combo with this Leshrac rather.
And they pick up the Chen again, so yeah, I don't know about going the Chen again. I mean, it didn't work for them last time, but maybe that's the heroes there. I mean, if you have one game left, I mean, obviously if FTFC win this.
I didn't think the Chen did too badly. I more so thought that it was more due to the fact that Sand King and Darkseer were so shut down in the early game. More so than, hey, Chen isn't really paying dividends in this game at the moment.
Yeah, and for anyone that wants to see why you ban out Sven when the other team has Darkseer, just have a look in that Twitch chat. There's a funny GIF, yeah, and you'll see why that hero is so strong with him. And we pick up the Earthshaker as the last pick for uNxt. So TA is going to be their primary carry. They don't pick up another one, and then we have a Venomancer for FTFC. So VDK going to be on that Venomancer, most likely be doing most of the pulling.
Got a lot of dots on FTFC to go through this refraction. You got Venomancer and Jakira on top of the Shadow Strike. And if we run through the teams at the moment, uNxt, Exil will be playing the Earthshaker, Wernsen on the Chen, Sheepathome on the Leshrac, Pingu on the mid TA with Curry Puffs on the Darkseer.
Yeah, and for GiGa's team, we're going to be seeing Gaio go in that off lane on the Tide Hunter. Here's a fairly nice kit, customized kit. We're going to see Famufu on that Queen of Pain. Going middle, standard there. Kun on the Jakiro. VDK on the Venomancer, who's most likely going to be doing most of pulling for this team. And then Kux on the Tiny. So same roles, both teams, as last time. And yeah, we'll see if they can counter this Tiny better than they did last time.
Oh, Darkseer's going to run into a couple of people here. Is he going to be in trouble? Gale going to come out? No. He's got a Surge. He hasn't leveled it yet. I was going to say, I kind of expected FTFC to run straight for that Radiant Jungle to ward out those neutral camps because they know Chen's going to be there. And when you're going up against a hero like Chen, you know, a good way to shut them down would be just to ward out those early camps, and they didn't do that, so they went towards their own jungle to kind of defend that from warding, I guess. And
yeah, I mean, you're going to be
what do
seeing...
you? I honestly thought that would have been a good thing for FTFC to do, and they didn't do that.
I don't think they're overly fussed. I mean, it's going to be Lestrak farming on bottom lane, and then they're probably going to be going for like a fast push with this Edict. But I mean, they did really more want to just protect this Tiny. Just don't give them any vision. I mean, Darkseer did get the wards. I mean, I don't know if that was the best choice. He does manage to get one rune ward down, so he puts it in the right place. VDK not going to be able to find that one without wasting another ward. So yeah, he takes Iron Shell first level this time, so he's going to be trying to get rid of that creep wave equilibrium and see what happens. But we have initiation now. He has the Ice Path. Is he going to choose to use it? No one's in position, and yeah, if VDK was there, that may have went very, very wrong for them.
And he has already leveled up Ion Shell, so no surge from this time if he gets into trouble. This might be a repeat of last game. What do you think? I mean, this Darkseer is going up against another tri-lane. Jakiro Venomance with Tiny. You got a stun, 2 stuns, and 2 slows. I mean, it's quite a lot to go up against.
Yeah. If you have a look there, actually, Chen doing lots of stacking. What he's trying to do? He already has the Wildkin. Basically, he's looking to just stack these big camps up and then tornado them. And at the same time, look, we have
Darkseer. Gale possibly coming through. Ice Wall will catch him. Gale to come through. Tiny with the stun. Yes, no, might come through. This is going to be first, but this is exactly what I thought was going to happen. This Darkseer is not going to have a good game. This is going to be a repeat of last game, I fear.
Yeah. And it just looks like that FTFC not fussed about that Darkseer, although he is super strong. They're just not really caring about giving them that Darkseer, and you can see why. They're just shutting him down completely. Same time, you have initiation, Earthshaker stun, but I mean, they just don't have the same follow-up. That, I mean, is he going the ED build? He is going the ED build, but Lestrak wasn't there to follow it up. And yeah, I mean, we have an Earthshaker supporting, who is a great support. He may get trapped in here right now. Tidehunter in a lot of trouble with stun hits.
They need the stun. Stun will hit. They need to block him off. Does Earthshaker have a stun? No stun, no mana from Earthshaker. A lot of damage coming through. Will they follow up? Gush still available for Tidehunter.
That clutch creep wave for Tidehunter coming in at just the right time, soaking up most of the Edict damage as it does hit random targets in that area. So yeah, a little bit lucky.
I think Darkseer may have abandoned the top lane completely.
Yeah, and completely wise choice. I think what we're going to be seeing is him sticking with Chen a little bit. He should really be soaking up this EXP in this sort of area. I would assume he'd be doing that, but it looks like he's going to be farming these small camps. And yeah, and this is where that FTFC need to make the adjustment now. They know Darkseer is on there, so there's no point Jakiro being there. They're just going to be doing some creep pulls, killing as much as they can. I doubt they would try to take a fast tower. It's possible. Most likely it's Cucks at a farm. Same time, the stun come out.
Bottom lane. Gush will come through. Anchor Smash to follow. Going back towards the tower, very good choice. Both Suns already use Split Earth coming out, but I don't think they would have contested with the tower right there.
And you can just see that Edict damage being split up between the tower, the 4 or 5 creeps there. I mean, it's not enough at level 2.
And of course, Tidehunter with the Stout Shield as well. He's just doing, you know, a good job of staying alive.
Yeah, he's doing exactly what he needs to do right now. He's also stacked that camp. My in-game should be bound. Yeah.
Cool.
He's also stacked that camp once. Tiny probably going to be looking to clear that, and Tidehunter pick up the EXP in the later stages of the game, or even mid game, so depending on how the control goes. But Darkseer just hitting level 2 now, and we have Cox already at level 4. And at the same time, VDK and Kun just both level 3 right now. I mean,
yeah, we
doing
did say
brilliantly.
We did say this earlier. I think they would do better to have either that Jakiro or the Venomance to rotate to another lane now. They don't need 3 heroes up there. It's a completely abandoned lane. There's no real point.
Looks like Jakiro is just going to scare away. We've got initiation on the Tidehunter again. But the Gale comes out.
TP support possibly. Any TC Jakiro will TP in. Ice Wall possibly.
We have Queen of Pain with the Illusion Rune. She may come bottom right now.
Locking off Lestrak and catching Earthshaker.
Not going to choose to defend it. Everyone from the Dire side just out of mana completely. Has one more Ice Path or Dual Breath in him, but it looks like they're going to have to back off because the Radiant side No, Radiant side are most likely going to get this tower now, so it's going to come down to the deny. But it looks like he's not going to, and they're going to take the first tower, but at the same time, can they push two? This is going to give Tide a room to get EXP and farm. There's going to be more than what Darksy is getting, most likely, though he is getting a bit of EXP in that bottom lane now.
Venomance is rotating out of bot. He's gone back towards top. You know, do you think, could that be a mistake? I mean, Tide is now solo defending this lane, but then again,
I think it's fine. I think it's fine. You're going to be seeing him creep pull here and pull up there. I don't know if you can see the white lines, but yeah, he's going to be getting levels through that way, and then obviously denying the Darkseer, who's made his way back into that lane. And as I said, like, you see pro teams now, they often choose not to take that one tower, because look at Tide. He just free farms now. I mean, he's got his tier 2 tower to back him up. He's not free farming, but I mean, look at Leshrac. I mean, look how far she has to be. She, whatever Leshrac is, to actually get the EXP. Yeah, I mean, it's not. They normally take both towers or take none, and they're just choosing to take one. So we'll see if he does choose to keep
the difference is we'll see what they do with that extra gold that they got from there. You know, that's 1k gold in the favor of uNxt at the moment. So we'll see what they do with that extra gold lead for the time being. See if it pays them dividends, or, you know, is it a mistake? Exactly like you said.
I mean, we've got Venomancer level 4, Khan on the Jakiro almost level 4 as well, so it's not like either player is slacking.
Just wanted to mention, good rune denial by Venomancer, who put a Plague Ward down on that top rune spawn location, and took out that rune before the TA got to it. So TA now bottle crowing.
And we have initiation onto the Tide Hunter now. The Earthshaker's stunned. The Edict, there's no creeps to soak it up now, and he's going to go down. So nice, beautiful stun there, fissure block, and using himself to body block as well. Yeah, and now we're going to be seeing that push onto the second tower.
Yeah,
double Eartha creep. We're going to see the double clap.
They were looking for that kill, you know, fairly in the past 7 minutes basically, and they finally got that kill, and putting a lot of pressure onto this tower now with double Ursas. Edict to follow through. Man, that Edict cooldown was pretty short.
Yeah, and this Edict, yeah, they're going to get the tier 2 tower. And there you go, that's exactly what they had to do.
This could be a mistake. I think this is a mistake from the FTFC. I mean, they just let 2 towers drop, no support coming through, no defense, no one TP'd for that, and now they're going to go onto this this top T1 Venomancer, putting the walls down.
And this Tide's looking to go down. Beautiful stun there from and the fissure actually hits, and he's going to go down right now. Lane. Yeah, Tide Hunter right now. The mana boot's up, and what's going on?
Well,
were they not attacking him, or?
I think a combination of Kraken Shell and Stout Shield.
At the same time, Tiny destroys the tower, and they're making a push now as well with the level 2 Venomancer.
This is what they need. They really need to trade towers at the moment, because they're 2 towers, they're 1 tower behind rather, but a complete T2 behind, and a TP will come through. Leshrac defending that top T2.
And if we have a look, Pengu on the TA has done a lot better versus Mufu this game. 24 for 6, Quinnipine's still 32 for 19, but still a lot better than that, 5 or so creep kills. And he may be in a little bit of trouble now. No, I doubt they're going to tower dive this one. They may look for it though. The Ursa creep's going to come in and clap. He has no stun up.
A lot of damage.
I mean, no blink, sorry. But it's not going to matter. Now Pengu in a lot of trouble right now. She's Galed.
Meld.
Beautiful refraction there. She wants to use it.
This could be a double kill. VDK in a lot of trouble. Jakiro will go down. Venomancer to go down. Support going to TP through. Ravage.
TA sent back by this Chen. And now they're looking for a push in the middle lane. Famufu has no mana. No bottle crow either.
Tiny does not have a TP, and he's running to buy that TP scroll right now. Tide really wants to jump in with this Ravage. But this tower is going down so quickly, and here we go. This could be the Ravage right now. Ravage gonna come through. TP gonna come through. VDK. Earthshaker not gonna make it through this one. Mofu rather low. Leshrac.
Well, maybe he does. No, he just goes down. And most heroes getting away there. They take out the Venomancer for the Earthshaker. Fair trade there.
Not a bad trade.
And TA actually picks up the kill as well.
Finished. TA, that was the cutest thing I've ever seen. TA just did a 50 damage crit. Just tickled Tide Hunter a little bit.
Yeah.
50 damage meld crit. Oh.
Huge, man. Huge. Game-changing plays. It's a little bit weird to actually see TA pick up the power trades in this game. Phase boot's normally standard, but especially since they have so many spells to dodge, I mean, you just want that extra movement speed at sometimes, especially like Venomancer and that. So, I mean, she's going to have a Blink Dagger, but it's going to be on cooldown a lot of the time, I assume, with this Venomancer ticks and Shadow Strike as well. So, but maybe just want that little bit extra HP.
And just while we were there, Cucks that whole time, the entire engagement, pushing out the top lane, farming it up, and now he's leading on those last hits by so much. 21.
Yeah, and if we have a look at the gold earned is basically the tower gold. 3 towers gone down, say 200 gold per tower. Yeah,
3,000 gold difference at the moment.
Yeah, it's basically exactly the tower difference. So
kills actually going the way of uNxt as well.
Yeah.
5 for 2.
And the EXP having a little bit of a swing back in the way of the Radiant side, but it's going up now, but the towers are gone. And it's gonna, and this is where it's gonna come down to. Can your next make those plays and continue to get the pickoffs that they do need to get, because they can't stop now. They're going to get this top tower.
Exactly, they need to keep this momentum up. They've got the map control. They wanted that map control. TA really needs to do something with this now. I think they can, gank efficiently with this map control.
Tiny will come out.
Earthshaker's in a bit of trouble. Cucks.
The stun up. Beautiful ice path though. Excellent ice path.
Hand of God.
Earthshaker gonna TP out of there, and they have the surge up. Are they gonna choose to go?
Come through. Spotted by the Plague Ward.
He does have a regen for this fight as well. If he's able to get it off.
looking, making the right choice to back off here. Plague Ward's doing an excellent job of scouting. Placed a TA Psionic Trap right on top of a Sentry Ward. I'm allowed to say that because he just had a Psionic Trap destroyed.
There you go, Titan toss in. Ravage. Beautiful. Hits 3 heroes, or 2 heroes.
Queen of Pain, TP in, TA, Refraction, Surge, Stun.
TA's getting sent back though. She's gonna go back. No, just goes down. Unlucky there. That send back just not high enough level yet. Still taking 5 seconds.
Chen will go down here.
Split second.
I have to mention Earthshaker only now has Echo Slam. So that entire time that Earthshaker had no Echo Slam, and I think what we saw in that last fight was FTFC's heroes went down quite low. 3 of them were quite low after that last Fisher. And where was Leshrac? I was Leshrac in that fight. I just didn't see the follow-up.
Yeah, I didn't see Leshrac either. I mean, he has a 4-staff and power treads now, so I mean, he's looking decent. I mean, he did pick up that. I mean, the 4-staff is okay, but probably not. I don't know if it was the best item to go this early. He will be able to get himself out of a lot of sticky situations, especially with all the slows and that Tide Hunter ultimate as well. You can 4-staff pretty easily out of that now since the nerf as it is slowed down.
I think, to be honest, I would be looking at a BKB as opposed to maybe a 4-staff. You want to survive Ravage, have a BKB. You want to survive any of the nukes from Shakira, Queen of Pain, Venomancer even. Tiny, burst damage, BKB is going to be your best friend doing that.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't even really looked at Tiny, but he's got his drums and phase boots picked up now. So, but at the same time, I mean, he's not the same as last. Yeah, most likely be going that same build. I would assume so. Maybe going for the point booster, because there is a lot of early skirmishes. So, the extra 2 casts of his spells may be worth it. We see them diving now. Can the stun hit? He throws out the Edict.
Ravage is on cooldown, 40 seconds away. Venomancer, ultimate.
And this Leshrak's gonna go down. Oh, big no, he's gonna go down anyway.
Completely melted. BDK doing a good job. Echo Slam to come out, not enough damage. And Earthshaker gonna go down. Is Surge available for Darkseer? Surge is available. He's not gonna make it out of there. Tiny's throw completely demolishing him.
And your next is really falling apart right now. I mean, Queen of Pain, I don't even know if I've seen her gank yet. I mean, what's her score? She's 103, so she's been involved, but I think that was purely that top fight. She's basically been farming up this whole game. Only 54 CS, but I mean, look, probably going to be looking to pick up that Scepter ASAP, as they do sort of have like a push team where they are against the clock a little bit. I mean, this
is definitely not.
Yeah.
This is not what uNxt wanted. They had that early gold lead, then had those early towers, and then losing team fights. Dropped the last 2 team fights. Gold is heading back in the way of FTFC right now. Still 1,000 towards uNxt, but FTFC coming back. Leshrac wants to go on this Venomancer. Split Earth will miss. Ice Path coming through from the side. Shakira helping a little bit. Venomancer still running away. They're not going to chase him.
Yeah, Venomancer in that last fight playing that close to perfectly, I would say. I mean, he hits his Gale on
and then just
on the strike, and then survived. But he also got his ultimate off as well, and that just helped the follow up from.
He just dances around.
Hunter.
He just dances around the tower, and they couldn't go on him. Usually, what happens, you know, Venomancer's role in teamfight is, you know, you Gale, you put a couple of wards down, you ulti, and then you're pretty much dead. I mean, you're a really weak hero, but he did an amazing job of surviving, and you know, it just shows the difference.
Yeah, and you just have a look at the EXP graph now, 4,000 in the way. I mean, that was always going to happen. I mean, if you have it one team pushing and one team farming lanes, the EXP is always going to go in the way of the team farming the lanes. But it was roughly even because they did take that 5-2 kill lead at the start. But
yeah,
now
which has definitely gone the other way.
Cuck's in a little bit of trouble now, though, in this middle lane. Chooses not to pop the trap. And
no support. I'm not too sure the support was really there. I mean, sort of close, but not really. I don't think Pingu can really take down Cucks at this stage.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like he's going straight for that Scepter as well. He hasn't picked up the Blade of Alacrity first. He's picked up the Ogre Club, so most likely he's going to be going straight for that.
And Tiny just saying hi to each other. Bit of pressure on this top lane. Jakiro, Tidehunter, Venomancer going onto this T2 tower. Darkseer is the only one defending that. TP will come through.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Middle lane, that's where the action's at the moment. TP's coming through. They want to defend this T2. They're not going to push that T1 anymore. FTFC, 4 heroes. And Tiny, of course, split pushing on the bottom lane. He's probably going to get this tower. This is the strategy, you know, they're going to defend with 4, they're going to push with 4, and Tiny is just going to be solo farming, solo pushing, putting a lot of pressure on that tower.
I think the top tower would be, even though they failed twice at getting it, is really the tower to get. I mean, they lose, the Dire lose so much map control. You can just control this whole area of once you do get that top tower. But middle tower doesn't give them a lot. I mean, they will control like this sort of area, but I mean, they can still farm their jungle effectively and have the TP support from FTFC.
FTFC played really well just then. I mean, nothing really happened, but just their actions for them defending that T2 mid, while 5 from uNxt tried to go on a Tiny just pushing up the bot lane on his own, and you know, you're committing 5 players onto a T2, which then you don't go for. You've just given Tiny quite a bit of farm.
Yeah, exactly. And looks like the Radiant side do spot out the Tiny rotating back towards top, so and the pings are coming out now to Roshan. They think they're in Roshan, I think, maybe not. Mufu's pinging this Roshan. No, they're smoking up. That's what they're pinging for. Is there any wards to scout them out? There's no wards. They're running middle, and this could be really bad for the Radiant side. Earthshaker doesn't even have his mana bits yet.
They're basically waiting for uNxt to walk in. To their dismay, though, not really going to happen. Double damage coming out for the TA. Did they want this Tiny? They're looking for this Tiny Sonic Trap, early Sonic Trap to come out. Tiny knows something's up, heading straight into the woods.
This is very dangerous for your Nexo now. The Shadow Strike already out, going to burn through those refraction charges.
Oh,
beautiful stun there.
Blocking off the entirety of FTFC.
He gets comboed down by Cucks on that Tiny instantly though. I mean, not even lasting a second. And right now, Gale hits on 2 heroes plus all the Chen creeps. So they're going to be running so slow.
Possibly denied.
T1,
no,
they
finally
get it.
Tiny, one of the guys will be on
this?
Leshrac. 4 staff will get him out of there. Ravage will come through. Hits only Leshrac. Leshrac probably not going to make it out of this. Tiny got to...
the Hand of God, the Queen of Pain ultimate, just crushing 2 heroes. Jakiro picks up one of them.
Pingu is still up. He's in the middle of it. Kunmai go down here.
And he does. He actually takes him down. But
Bro,
the toss,
right on top of the
refraction.
Meld on cooldown. Refraction on cooldown. Nothing there for TA. 4 down.
And I dare say this game is worse than last game now. Tiny has his Scepter. It's all in base. All he needs is Zakuri to fly out to him now. And they don't even have that second carry to back them up. Okay, I guess they didn't have 2 carries, but normally you pick up the TA plus 1. Maybe not a hard carry, but they really don't have anyone else. I mean, look how bad this Earthshaker is. He has nothing. Beautiful ulti on bottom lane though. Mufu just managing to get out, and it looks like Gaio's gonna go down now. Beautiful ulti hitting on all those creeps plus 2 heroes.
Fisher to follow through as well. TP support
yeah.
then coming through. Fumofu doing a good job of making it out just by the skin of his teeth right there. 8 to
nice
3.
job there.
I
mean, I don't want to say uNxt are out, but you're right. This Tiny has his Aghanims, and he's only going to snowball from here. And he's just solo pushing all the time.
Yeah, I mean, like, Tiny with an Aghanims is like a Void with a Ruined Axe. Yeah, but
no.
But then the Void can also team fight so effectively with just that item. Like, Void can't do that with a Ruined Axe. He needs those other items afterwards. But Tiny now, look, he's just gonna drop.
Completely destroyed by Tiny.
Yeah, it's just so much damage. I just have no answers for it right now. I mean, that's why Tiny's been such a popular choice. Is that he doesn't need to farm all game. He can just farm when he needs to. When he has the space, and also team fight so effectively. Like if they pick up, oh, it looks like we may have just the illusions going up, and his smoke out right now from BDK, I think, blew that one. They're gonna run into Roshan. No, Trap does spot the Tide, but they may they're not gonna want to go on that Tide. Revealed. And Tide is 150 from his mechanism now, so, I mean, yeah, I mean, the gold going almost back in the way.
Wanting to go in 200 damage crit.
Yeah, there's the meld damage, but, I mean, it's just, she has 2k saved up. Probably going to be wanting to go for that, I mean, either BKB or Chrysalis, I would assume. I don't think a Deso is going to be too much.
No, you're at the stage now where you should really be almost on your Deso by now if you were going for that.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a crit.
Tide has his mechanism flying out, so now we're going to defend this tower.
Kind of a pause out. Pingu has dropped from the game. We'll just quickly take this time to take a look at the graph, shall we? XP going 7,500 in the way of FTFC. And that is, that's from the kills, mainly from those team fights, but we also saw the early lead that they got from the laning phase, really helpful and really contributing towards that.
Yeah, if you just have a look, just something really cool, if you have a look at top lane, Cux's TP, if you look at it from the right angle, it's like, I don't know, that looks so cool. If you can get that angle on it,
yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's really awesome. It's like a huge beam. It's like Goku's channeling like a
it's like an Ultra Sunstrike.
Right there. There you go, Ultra Sunstrike, Hyper Beam from Bulbasaur.
What's that Sunstrike that Roshan does to you in Tide?
Oh, that I don't know, but
that one that Insta gives you. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, it's that one.
It's all of those concentrated in one area at the same time. This is what you need to kill Tiny right now. Some sort of Ultra Sunstrike.
Yo. But yeah, I mean, right now, I mean, what do uNxt have to do to get back in this game?
I will say something though. Gold is still rather similar. I mean, Tiny has his eggs now. Queen of Pain basically has Aghanim Scepter now, 300 away from that, and yet Gold is still dead even.
Yeah, there's all the towers. I mean, how many towers have taken? Two towers, I believe. Do they have the mid radiant? Yeah, they don't even have the mid radiant yet. So. I mean, these heroes, FTFC really peak mid game. All the heroes, Queen of Pain having that Scepter with the level 2 ultimate up, Tiny picking up the Scepter, just doing a lot of damage. Opts to go for Hyperstone instead of going the Asher, so he's just going to be going for attack speed. He doesn't feel he needs it in this game.
These guys are in a hurry.
At this point.
They want to finish this game fast.
Yep.
It's getting late, they want to finish this game.
What time is it there now in New Zealand?
We're looking at about 20 past 7 at the moment. And this Tiny, straight into the Hyperstone, he wants to kill some people right now.
Yeah, they're looking to do a lot of damage. And Jet, if you've seen this, Queen of Pain just farming all game. CS not overly high, hasn't died, 6 assists. I mean, he's been involved in 7 of the kills, but most of those kills have all come from those 2 team fights, or those 2-3 team fights, where uNxt has got absolutely decimated during them. And yeah, those key items weren't even on the Dire Heroes yet. So I mean, it's not over yet, but it's looking grim for uNxt.
And once again, the key heroes, Queen of Pain and Tiny, 0 deaths for either of them. 6 kills, 6 assists for Tiny. He has been in 12 of the 14 engagements so far. Actually, this is kind of almost the opposite of what we saw last game, where Queen of Pain was the one that was in the majority of the engagements, with Tiny kind of just being on his own a bit.
Yeah, I mean, like, most of the heroes, even Queen of Pain being in 7 of the 14, I mean, just those, all the kills that come from pretty much 5-on-5 or 5-on-14 team fights haven't been little pickoffs, little smoke gang pickoffs. There's just been big clashes, and that's why FTFC have able to come out on top so much this early, because yeah, just having all that assist gold, as well as basically being able to farm for the rest of the game. They haven't been roaming, they've just been defending towers, and they don't have to look for kills. They're just coming, they're coming to them. But we have a resume now, so we'll see what happens now. But I feel uNxt is on a bit of a time constraint here, and let's hope that they haven't missed it.
And once again, I think it comes down to the supports again. You know, Earthshaker has no farm, Darkseer under leveled, you know, he doesn't even have a single level in wall yet. He's waiting for level 10 so he can get that 10-11 timing for the wall of replica, and you know, yeah, it's really not happening for uNxt at the moment.
Yeah, I think leveling up that vacuum, maxing that over the Iron Shell first may have been better. As you can see now, he needs level 12 before he gets his level 2 wall now. And that's going to be a long time before he hits level 12. I'm assuming there's going to be a team fight soon. But yeah, look, Cuck's just pushing that lane. Look out, look, you have double TP coming in. The tower is deniable, so at least they're going to get that deny onto the tower. But yeah, I mean, look how fast Cuck's just pushes that tower, and he's so quick. TA with haste though coming on. Is he going to be able to do enough though? Wow,
Stun's still available.
Barely even doing anything.
Support's going to come through the Jakiro, looking to the ice path.
Oh, beautiful dodge. Centaur stun doesn't actually manage to hit. Beautiful ice path. Should be the end of it. He goes through the ice path actually. Gets stunned anyway. And that's... I don't know if this is going to continue. BDK,
no, support
we do
will
have
come
the
through FTFC, so I don't know if they should
continue.
continue.
This is a terrible spot for the Radiant right
now. They can,
now.
but I don't think a Ravage will come out.
Ulti onto 5 heroes.
Hand of God, not going to be enough to save them. No Water Replica. Fisher will come out. Earthshaker, going to go down. Darkseer, so low. Will he tick?
And
Chan needs to get out of there.
Horrible spot to fight there for the Radiant side. They were all clumped up. They were super clumped. Chen, the creeps are gonna kill him if he stays there. I
think that's what he wanted. I think that's what he wanted. I think
get
he
out
was
of my
trying.
home.
I think he may have been attempting to deny himself.
Queen of Pain actually picks off curry puffs on the Darkseer, and they're gonna take this tower. And they didn't deny the tower. They just didn't. Oh, there you go. There goes another. Roughly
I saw Darkseer attacking that tower, but he must have...
but then they chase after the Tiny, so I mean, a big mistake there, just not getting a deny. And really, fighting in this spot right here, I mean, I just seen that toss coming from the Tiny with the Ravage, and it was pretty much all over from that point. I mean, there's not much I could do. Hand of God kept them in it a little bit, but yeah, I mean, all of their spells, I mean, you have... everyone's spells from FTFC all work better in these little tight compact spaces, and everyone hit everything on everyone in that fight, except for the Chen didn't get hit by the Ravage. But yeah, bad positioning.
Was a bad engagement. I think they needed to stop chasing the Tiny and just kind of back off. They had no vision. They were all completely grouped up, and that Ravage was perfect. XP now 14,000. I think that's roughly actually 15,000 for FTFC. Gold has now gone 7,500, 8,000 roughly the way of FTFC. I mean, hero levels really.
If you have a look, I don't know how loud is it there. Like you can't say anything about the warding, or is that we're steering away from that completely?
Ooh, it's a 2-minute delay. You may just give something away, possibly.
Yeah, okay, I won't say much, but the viewers can see the warding. If the guy on the camera wants to have a look at the warding and then have a look at both teams, yeah, you'll see one side clearly ahead right now. So can't say too much about that, but Yeah, if you press F2 and F3, you can see the vision for both teams, and one team is looking at the whole map.
And FTFC, they're quite content to sit back at this point. I'm not too sure what can uNxt do. What can uNxt do? They're trying to pressure that mid T2, but they really can't. What can they do at this point?
Well, Cox is already in their base. Deja vu of last game. Just look, Cox TP's away as soon as he sees a TP. He knows it's TA because of the yellow TP coming in. And
this is like a broodmother right here.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so strong. He picks up the BKB as well, and they're just going to go for a Roshan now. Beautiful bait there. He TPs to T2 in middle lane, while two people from the Radiant TP to bottom lane, and that just gives them a free Roshan kill. I mean, not that they can't take a team fight anyway, but I mean, why not do that? And here we go. We have the medallion on someone as well. VDK has a medallion, a gem. Not looking good right now.
When you have a Venom with a gem, you completely denying all vision from the other team. You're just going to be de-warding. This is when you're definitely ahead by a lot.
Yeah, I mean, and why not pick up a gem? I mean, if you're already this far ahead, Queen of Pain.
Queen of Pain wants to go straight in there. Stuns are come out. Gale,
stun off. It might be enough.
Ravage. Lestrak will be the first casualty.
Curry Puffs going down as well in that engagement, and pretty much Mechanism healing everyone up to full there. They have the Urn on nobody. They do have the Urn, so Urn will be going on to Queen of Pain, I'm assuming, quite soon. And this Earthshaker doesn't even have
wants
his...
to go back in again. TA just not doing enough damage.
Yeah, really not doing anything.
I mean, this TA
is... into the BKB, so...
I almost think TA should just go straight damage, and BKB, will this be a big item for TA? I mean, you'll survive the fights, but are you going to be able to kill anybody?
Well, it will still get dropped by Tiny in 2-3 hits anyway, so I mean, you see it going down now anyway. I feel they're already
Tiny
at that
top
stage,
lane.
And they have the racks as well. Wow. They just
They can't stop this Tiny.
Yeah, I mean, this is going
to be...
Yeah, 5-6 minutes
This is going to be a tap out, yep.
GG.
Well played.
So nice end to the grand final there. A little bit of a stomp in the second game. The first game, I mean, it wasn't overly close, but yeah, shout out to VDK. He said I had to do that as well. But yeah, two nice games showing how strong Tiny is in that carry role, using him as a split push, kind of like you said with that Broodmother.
Yeah. That Tiny pickup definitely doing a lot of work. Tiny Quap, though, seems to be the combo for FTFC.
Yeah, just working out. Yeah, just really doing so much work.
Do you think
strong.
once again that the drafting was just superior for FTFC? I mean, again, you see TA as the solo carry who didn't end up doing a lot. They didn't have that hard carry. And FTFC sticking to what they know. Tiny, Quap, Jakiro, same three heroes we saw last game.
I feel they should have banned out the Tiny. I mean, you get stomped by a Tiny in a previous game, you don't really want to burst him again. I feel they had the right idea at the start of the game though. I mean, they sort of picked up Little Strike, but the Earthshake never picked up any items, and that was really key for them. They never picked up the Blink Dagger. He never even got mana boots, of all things. Even with all that tower gold, look how bare he is. He just had nothing. He only had 5 assists in that game as well.
Yeah.
Earthshaker, I mean, yeah, he just never got enough.
Completely underleveled.
And yeah, I mean, but FTFC just really showing their
definitely
teamwork and their experience. I mean,
definitely the early game. It shows early game. I mean, you saw once again a repeat of last game, basically. Darkseer getting completely nothing, just forced out of lane and had to go jungle. I think definitely coming through from the... Actually, interestingly enough though, even though that happened, we did see uNxt, they got those early tower kills. Do you think they might have thrown the game at some point? Too many mistakes.
They had those 2 engagements at top that really didn't go well for them. Tide Hunter was 6. I think they had to push both those towers a little bit quicker. And that thing, because they basically give Tide 2 or 3 waves waves of free EXP, and then he picked up the EXP from the ancient camps as well. So he hit 6 really, really quick, which he probably shouldn't have. And yeah, I mean, I think that was the deciding factor. That toss into 4-man Ravage, 5-man Ravage was just too much to do with. So yeah, I mean, nice games, but yeah, just the experience from, especially from Mufu, Kux, and VDK coming through there. I mean, you really expect them to win.
At all points in the game, I mean, you see it in the drafting phase, you see it in the early game, and it all comes and adds together for the late game, which will give you a win.
Yeah. Yeah, so nice matches. I'll do a quick shout out to myself. I stream Dashes Gaming on YouTube or just Twitch TV /Dashes, give away items and stuff and do other casts. So yeah, you can come check me out there. Really enjoyed doing the casting today. Yeah, thanks for inviting me.
Thanks for coming along and doing this. GiGa.
Alright, so yeah, we're going to wrap it up there. For those of you who do want to check out Dash's channel, I'll make sure I link his Twitch, his YouTube, and all of that in the description on YouTube. And of course, if you're watching us on Twitch and you missed any of the games, you want to catch them, make sure you go check out the GiGa TV YouTube and all the usual GiGa TV social media. It's all at GiGa TV, or twitch.tv will take you directly to GiGa TV. And yeah, we'll probably wrap it up there. Thanks very much to you two for providing the coverage of us. It's been awesome. Good to hear you casting. And yeah, hopefully we'll see some more Dota 2 at Barcraft New Zealand, Avril. That'll be pretty sick.
Yep, watch for the online tournament next month, December.
Oh, sounds mint. Righto, people, got to wrap it up there. It's GTV. I'm GiGa. Have yourselves a good night.